quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll go to the ground. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football.
Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on a roll.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Going to swing it on second down. Got his man on the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This one's complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. And the timing just a hair off.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive. Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Carter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Eaton. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit just down the same page with his target.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Got the quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. He's open on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Maddox. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. With the catch, it's Newton. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Not Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fakes the grab on the left. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They're working that left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Grab near the marker. It's Carter. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking downfield. Working the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Got his man. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And you will always remember your 1st. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the 1st INT. Keep the football, brother. The 1st of many big-time plays for this guy.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the 1st guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Cuts it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Back's looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, this is a big moment coming up. That's a big third down stop. Now this offense, you've got one shot. You need a touchdown. What's your go-to pass now? Because it's fourth and a little longer than you would prefer.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, through it. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop it.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. down drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Quick handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
They'll run for it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this will be for the win. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. This offense plenty happy enough